Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Absolute Geek Podcast, Phoenix's premier geek podcast. I am Matt.
I am Kyle.
I'm Jose.
And Jose is
late.
apparently on a delay.
Sorry.
Yes, thank you, everyone. Sorry for the delay, as we had a little bit of audio issues, but hopefully those have now since been taken care of, and you guys can hear us.
I can
better,
hear you.
And I'm glad you can hear me. And hopefully, everyone out there in podcast land or YouTube can hear us as well.
I like podcast land better.
Podcast land is pretty good, isn't it? Welcome to podcast land.
It's almost like, like Willy Wonka. You're in the boat and everything and floating.
Come with me, and you'll see a world of pure podcast imagination.
I like that scene in Thor when they did that.
Right?
That's so funny.
I'm actually a fan of Ragnarok now.
Are you?
It took a few tries, but
Really?
Yeah.
I loved it as soon as I saw it.
It's actually
Everybody give Jose a fucking round of applause for as soon as he saw it.
right.
Thank you. Finally, the recognition I needed.
Now you can sleep good tonight.
Now he doesn't show up, has to show up for another 16 shows because he's got the recognition that he's looking for.
16. I'll make it 32.
Well, that wouldn't fucking be a surprise to me.
Look at this guy. He said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go a year."
Right? 32 episodes. You don't need to hear me again.
I'm out. Drops. I'd say he drops his mic, but he doesn't have one, so I guess he'd have to drop his headset.
My broken mic.
So let's start off this week's show by talking about what everyone is talking about right now. And that is the fall and the fucking demise of Chris Hardwick.
Oh man,
Oh
I thought you were
my
gonna talk
God.
about the Space Force.
Oh, fuck the Space Force.
That's next.
Listen, we can't even. Yeah, do you really want to talk about Space Force? Because we can talk about Space Force.
No, let's start with Chris
Because-
Hardwick.
You know, I'm
Who's
a
in your
firm
dream
believer
team?
that we can't even get universal health care in this country, but yet we need another branch of the military in space.
Dude, I totally want to be part
We
of
need
the
Star
Space
Lord.
Force.
We need Star
Yeah,
Lord.
we need
And
Star
Rocket
Wars.
Raccoon.
Fucking lasers and shit.
Pew pew pew.
But yeah, Chris Hardwick.
That guy really shit the bed.
Yeah.
Do you
At-
do you believe the allegations? Whose
No.
side are you on?
According to
Yes.
TMZ, it kind of what TMZ said kind of turned the tables for him in the positive.
Well, I know that there was text messages leaked from him. I guess they're supposedly from him.
It's
That
actually
kind of-
conversation back and forth, and it actually spans, like, according to TMZ, it actually, like, he was like, "I'm done with you. I'm done with what you're doing. I don't want to have anything to do with you. Your games and cheating and whatever you were doing. I don't want to let's just cut it here and be done with it." And then, like, months later, she comes back and she's like, "Can't we just talk? Can we please just
She wanted that dick.
reconcile?" Yeah, she wanted to come back, and and she waited months, and the text messages, he didn't even respond, and she's like texting him, trying to get him to
He was
like,
hounding
talk
him.
to her.
Well, I mean, I've been skeptical of Chris Hardwick from the beginning. I mean, if you go back,
It's just because we want his job.
no,
Take him
but
out.
if you go back many, many, many episodes, like this is like when you guys first joined the podcast, when the roommate was still part of it.
Who?
Who?
The roommate, Kellen. I said, and I'm on record on the podcast saying that, I don't like Chris Hardwick. I mean, I like him, but how do you go from singled out douchebag to like
Pasta
appointed
tips.
To King of the
Yeah,
Nerds.
to king of the nerds? Like you disappear, you go from a complete douchebag, like a Kurt Cobain wannabe 90s grunge douchebag on fucking singled
Puka
out.
shells.
Well, yeah, with puka shells too, disappearing for years, and then you come back and you start one of the biggest nerd empires as far as like nerd stuff and podcasting goes in Nerdist. Like it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Dude, he did it. Who cares?
Yeah, I think it's actually genius that he actually did that.
But
I still want his job, but
well, yeah, and I've been feverishly tweeting at San Diego Comic-Con and AMC that you and I want his job, that we're ready to take on Talking Dead.
We can handle it,
and we're going to show you why in this episode, because I have a pretty interesting topic, and I think that might give you a different way of looking at the Walking Dead comic book going forward.
Oh snap! Look at this guy.
So, but anyways, yeah, I mean, he's lost everything. So they pulled his show Talking with Chris Hardwick, that was supposed to premiere, and I guess
you know what sounds better?
What?
Talking with Kyle and Matt.
Why Kyle? No, Talking with Matt and Kyle. The talent name goes first.
Oh, shade.
That is why it says Kyle and Matt.
Oh yeah. You notice there's no Jose in there.
Because I don't like the show. So that's fine.
I don't like the show.
I would say that too if I wasn't included.
Right. But no, so he lost Talking. He lost Talking Dead. He lost NBC's talking about pulling him from the wall. They're reviewing his status with the wall. Yeah, the game show that he does.
What the fuck is that game show?
Right, I know.
You've never seen that game show?
Apparently not.
It's the one where I said I put it on Facebook that like it's going to cause divorces. Like, so like you drop these balls down and it goes and you acquire that amount of money.
Balls.
And then like your spouse is like behind the other wall, and once you accumulate an amount of money, they can either choose to keep that money or you can keep playing for more, but you don't know that they chose to stop until like afterwards. So
I
don't know.
The game. But it's funny because they just announced his pop figure in like 2 months ago. So that's probably not going to be available at SDCC.
What's that?
He has a puff figure that got announced.
Chris Hardwick?
Yep.
Yeah, that'll probably get pulled.
Yep.
Better hurry up and buy it then.
What?
Said you better hurry up and buy it then, he said.
Oh yeah.
Because we all know that we all know how badly you want one of those figures, man.
It was only 1,000 figures.
It.
Yep. Limited edition.
You don't think they're gonna sell them still?
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
With Chris Hardwick's name? I don't think so.
But like, here's my problem with all of this. All right, and this whole Me Too movement is that.
Oh God, yeah.
No, I'm not gonna go into it like that in depth, but like, it's my problem with it is that we're trying these people in a court of public opinion. So far, the only people that have been convicted of anything is Bill Cosby, hot Cosby.
Weinstein.
Well, has Weinstein even really been convicted of anything? He's been accused, but there's been no legal action taken against him yet. He hasn't been to court. He hasn't had his day in court. And we're trying these people in a court of public opinion. And a lot of this stuff happened 15, 16 years ago. And
Scott Baio is okay for him.
At what point does as you grow up, yeah, we all do stupid shit as kids, but as you grow up,
I didn't
change. Oh, please. You're still a fucking child, a fucking man child. But as kids, we all do stupid shit, right? And so at what point does that past have a statute of limitation to where it doesn't follow us anymore?
8 days.
8 days.
That's a statute of limitations.
It should be like a credit report. 7 years.
I think it already is, isn't it?
So if Danny Masterson who played Hyde from That 70s Show can have something that happened in the past with ex-girlfriends come up and haunt him to cause him to lose his show, The Ranch, be taken off The Ranch on Netflix, one of Netflix's most popular shows.
I didn't think it was that good.
Without ever being found guilty of anything, like just accusations. And
that's the world we're living in now.
It's
stupid.
It
really
is
stupid.
And like Chris Hardwick is sitting here, and as funny as it is like we're like, oh, we want his job. He's pretty much lost his entire empire, like everything he worked to build.
You better saved.
Right.
Lost it in a matter of hours due to some allegations. And we don't know. There's two sides to every story. We don't know all,
Apparently not to Hollywood.
Apparently not. And I understand that this isn't the first time. Like people have it's a media reaction to distance yourself from people when stuff like this comes out.
Like Roseanne.
Well, we'll get to that because that's gonna. I don't know if you heard the news, but right before we went on air, that there's been a major announcement about that. So I don't know if you heard that, Jose.
Nope.
So it's just like I feel bad for the guy, and it's because this whole Me Too movement that everyone is guilty until proven innocent in the court of public opinion. You're not being tried in the U.S. court of law. You're being tried in the court of public opinion. If you were sexually assaulted, and I don't condone sexual abuse or physical of any kind, whether you're in a relationship or not, if you do that, you're a piece of shit. But why are you going out? Why are you announcing this over Facebook or social media? Why aren't you going to the police about this?
Because it didn't really happen.
Like, why?
Well, the part I don't understand is why is everybody waiting a long time to do it?
Because they're scared and they're just now going to finally speak up. And now's the time where you can speak up. But
the time to speak up should always be now.
As soon as it happens.
As soon as it happens. But, and I understand if you're scared or you feel like the people influence or have power over you, but there's two sides to every story. Look at WWE superstar Enzo Amore, or real one he is now. If you don't know who he is, he was accused of sexually assaulting a woman right here in Phoenix. And after a Red Hot Chili Peppers concert that took place at Gila River Arena, the WWE fired him, cut all ties on, found out that she was lying. The police did an investigation. There was no evidence that a sexual assault took place. So he lost his job, and now he's proven innocent.
Now there's no coming back.
Right. He has to try to rebuild doing something else. So like, is Chris Hardwick, how far is his name going to get tarnished, and is he going to be able to rebuild and come back? Now it helps that he's married to a fucking supermodel or actress of a wife, but and she's at least standing by him. But still, like, who's to say that someone's not going to come out from your past and make wild allegations, and it's not, you're going to lose everything.
Well, as long as he saved money, he'll be good. Save that nerd money.
Right. He should have been swimming in that nerd money the way he was going for a while.
He was too busy buying Herkers and blow.
Herkers? He's too busy buying Herkers and blow.
Herkers.
He must be hanging out with Andy. The Herkers.
What the fuck are the Herkers, eh? The Herkers and blow. Watch out for the Herkers.
There's a mouse in my beer, eh? Because of the Herkers, eh?
Watch out for the Herkers and blow, everyone. But like that, I don't know. That just really bugs me. Like this whole Me Too, #Me Too thing. And I mean, I understand, and I fully support the women coming out and having their voices heard. But
if it really happened,
well, even if it really happened, but my gripe with it isn't the fact that they're coming out and voicing their opinion. My gripe with it is the fact that they're making accusations against people, and all of a sudden, like, knee-jerk reaction, everybody's turning on them. We live in a time where everyone, even celebrities who aren't untouchable anymore, they're very easily accessed through social media and through Twitter and Facebook, and they're just catching all this shit. Like, even even the Stan Lee stuff, like this hits really close on with the Stan Lee stuff, like all those God, I can't
Blah,
fucking
blah,
talk.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, right. Accusations against him, and I mean, we never had any proof, and then his shit just went south. But like the Chris Hardwick thing is, he's losing everything. Like he said, he lost Talking Dead. He lost his talk show on AMC Talking. He was pulled from all the WB panels at Comic-Con. He was pulled from all of the Walking Dead panels at Comic-Con. He might lose his game show on NBC. Like all of this,
he's gonna lose it.
all of this for accusations that
Some bitch
there's
came out and accused him.
yeah, allegations that there's no proof. He's sitting here and admirably, he's not doing what everyone else did. He's not really being quiet. He's trying to defend himself, but he's trying to defend himself in a court of public opinion that already made up their mind only by one person's story. You don't know what happened in that relationship. You don't know what was going on in that relationship. You don't know the ins and out of their relationship. You don't know anything. All you know is what she said in the statement she came out with and what he tried to say in his statement. So if I support you coming out, but why does it have to be that all of a sudden it's going to destroy somebody?
I'll do all that stuff that he did for half of the price that he did it for.
Oh, fuck, dude. Of course. Come on.
I'm just
San
putting
Diego.
that out there. I'm just
Yeah, dude. No.
I'll
of
do
course
San
not.
Diego for free just to get in, and then all the other stuff I'll do for
San
half
Diego.
price.
All you have to do is pay for my hotel and my passes. I'll drive there, or I'll take care of my own airfare.
Just take his room.
Yeah, all you got to do is just hook us up with a suite and some passes, and we'll moderate the panel. Like,
Two is always better than one.
right? Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck it, Jose. You can come too. There's three.
Yeah. Fuck it, Jose. You can go. Jose's gonna be there anyways.
I'm only gonna be there one day, so give me that one day.
He's gonna moderate us. I'll host Talking Dead. We could do it.
We can do it in our sleep.
People died. Boo-hoo. Next show.
Next commercial.
Next commercial.
Let's
But I don't know.
get a bigger
I just wanted to get your guys' thoughts on the Chris Hardwick thing, because I mean it literally came out after we recorded last week.
So was it just she's accusing him of what, raping him? Or
No, she's accusing him of being abusive.
Yeah.
abuse? Oh, okay, abusive.
Yeah, like physically and verbally abusive.
It's not as bad as Chris Brown punching Rihanna. Come on.
No. And like I said, there's no, like, she blames him for like her eating disorder that she developed and like all these like weird, like,
Go
I
see a
shouldn't say weird,
therapist.
but these issues she had, she pretty much like blames his abuse for all of her issues and like her disorders, and it's crazy. Like, I've seen, like, the community is completely split on this. Like, I've seen women defending Chris Hardwick, saying that this is stupid, and I've seen men defending Chloe Dykstra. Like, it's weird the way everyone is kind of falling on this whole situation, and like every day something new comes out about it, and it sucks that you have to, your dirty laundry is being aired through, social media and through the court of public opinion. And like, he's already moved on and married, and like this happened years ago. So why now? Like, why all of a sudden now are you bringing this up? Like, is it just is it like a reliever to get it out there in public? Like, I can understand that, but
She has nudes.
does she have nudes?
Yep.
What do you think? It's to fucking, is she trying to Kim Kardashian it and it's to push her nudes?
No, she did it before, the nudes, but they're out there.
Why am I not surprised that the one guy that would find the nudes would be you?
Right.
It's
I'm
old.
picturing me and Matt wearing matching suits as we're doing the Talking Dead.
Oh yes, dude, the
Bloody
Dumb and
suit.
Dumber suit, the orange and blue suit.
Who's wearing the orange one?
Yep. We're with top hats, and when we come out on stage, we sword fight out on the stage with the canes.
And then when they talk, we lean way far into them
Yeah,
and stare at them.
or like,
Who has a broken tooth?
we go up to them, instead of them having table mics, we hold the mic to their face and we accidentally like hit them in the chin with the mic as they go to talk.
What?
Yeah. So yeah, San Diego, AMC, we're your guys. Hit us up. I've been campaigning pretty hard on social media for us. So
We can
We'll
do it.
see.
We
We
can
could do it. Oh,
we
fuck
can.
yeah, we could do
Oh,
it.
we can do it in our sleep.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
That
yeah.
got creepy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it did.
Now it's getting creepier.
It stays creepy, sir.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
There,
I have to
there
go.
it is. There it is.
I have to go. Sorry.
Didn't need to get that creepy. Jose's got. What's the matter, Jose? I thought you liked being bottomed by Chinamen.
Ugh.
Oh,
The fuck?
yikes.
Anyways, so let's get into the nitty gritty. Like I said, I just wanted your guys' thoughts and opinions. I mean, do you guys have any thoughts and opinions on the Chris Hardwick situation? Because you haven't really.
My only thought is I'm ready to do the Talking Dead.
You ready to talking dead?
Yeah,
It's unfortunate.
It is. It sucks.
Really?
It really
I,
does.
I can easily say, and check out this episode of Into the Badlands, and next with Matt and I, you can be part of the Talking Dead.
Here's a show you're not going to watch, but we're going to show you anyways.
Yeah.
And after the Badlands, Kyle and Matt will be hosting the Talking Dead
With no pants on.
We always wear pants.
with our special guest Jose Chimichanga.
Yeah.
He's wearing pants.
We'll be interviewing No Pants McGee. But yeah, I'm ready for it. Let's do it. Talking Dead, Walking Dead, Talking Dead. We'll do it all. SDCC, hit us up.
We'll even do the wall.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about doing the wall. I don't know if I can do the wall, but we can definitely do
Home record.
Walking Dead, Talking Dead.
Oh man, it'll be so nice doing Fear the Talking Dead. Oh,
Fear the Talking Dead. Wouldn't it just be Talking Dead?
yeah, but I'm trying to give it its own identity.
But all right, well, the Chris Hardwick situation, it's kind of screwy, but I just thought, like I said, I'd get your guys' opinion on it, but it just sounds like you just want his job, Kyle.
I do totally. I see my opening. I'm trying to strike while the iron's hot. So
I actually do not blame you whatsoever.
You know what? The door's kind of open. I'm just trying to wedge in there, and
It's closed over. The door's kind of closed over, and you're just trying to push it open a little bit.
Yeah, just I can see that little crack of light through the keyhole, so I really want to just get it open.
Looking in there to see if anybody's going to the bathroom.
So I got
you
kind
might get
of
abused.
a story.
Ooh,
And I want to know your guys' opinion on this.
it's not more about
Up it and
massages.
up it.
Is it?
No, it's nothing about massages. So I was
Little
at work
Chinaman
the other
massages?
day, last week, and a guy. And I think if you start a conversation out like this, I think whatever you lead it to, you should just refrain from saying. So the guy came over and he was talking to me, and I was working, and I really didn't want anybody to talk to me, but he's like, I want to tell you something, but I need to know, are you a violent guy? And, that is kind of an indicator that maybe you should just keep your fucking mouth shut on what you're going to say next. But
What?
I was like, so that's what he asked me. He said, I want to say something to you, but I need to know if you're a violent guy first. And I was like, what? What do you need to tell me? He's like, you ever watch The Simpsons? And I'm like, yeah, everyone's watched The Simpsons. It's been on for like fucking 26 years.
Yeah.
He's like, you look like the comic book guy from The Simpsons.
Oh, jeez.
And I was like, yep. And you know what? He's right. Because you know what I envisioned in my head?
That guy?
Just popping him in the face. That's what I thought about. But, honestly, I'm going to have to say, I don't think I look like the comic book store owner from The Simpsons.
What is his name?
Comic book store owner.
It's just
Oh.
comic book guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep.
25 years on the show and no name.
Just comic
Good
book
job.
guy. Worst idea ever.
I was like,
So I mean, what do you want our opinion on? Do you want my opinion on whether or not you look like the comic book guy?
kind of.
You have a beard.
I don't think I look like the comic book guy from The Simpsons. So I guess he's calling me a fat guy with a short shirt with long hair that's balding.
You look like the comic book guy.
No,
You're just not
way.
balding.
No way. His name is Jeffrey Albertson.
He does have a name?
The
Yeah.
comic book guy has a name?
Yeah.
I never
Man,
once heard of it before.
me neither.
But I just thought that was funny that I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I don't think I look like I told him I don't think I look like a cartoon character, but
I don't know. Let's see.
now I'm only gonna eat carrots and drink water.
You're not gonna drink beer?
No,
Or Crown Royal?
I'm gonna have to take a break from it because
jeez.
I don't want to look like comic book store from The Simpsons.
How's
Worst
gonna
comparison ever.
Let's see. Guy look like the comic book guy? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to
I
look
don't
through. First off,
Is it sharing on my screen?
Yeah.
yeah,
All right.
I'm gonna have to say that no, I don't look like him.
I don't know. Full name: Jeffrey Albertson.
Yeah,
Description: purveyor of comic book collectibles and memorabilia.
I still love the name of what his comic book store is.
Look at that
Earned a
porn.
master's degree in folklore
tabs
and
with the-
mythology.
Right?
Look at all those tabs with porn on it.
Yeah, right. I wish there was porn on there.
Hentai. What the fuck?
I think
Starting to stretch there, huh?
I think you are the comic guy, Kyle. No, I don't think you look like the comic book guy at all.
Yeah, I think he's just being a dick.
I think he was. That reminds me of like FanFest, the first year of FanFest, walking through the floor with Kristen. And you guys have heard, if you've listened to the What the Fuck Fridays, you guys have heard Kristen on the show before. One of the vendors is like, you know who you look like? And Kristen's like, who? She's like, you look like the girl from Modern Family, talking about the middle sister. And like Kristen got like all offended. She kind of does.
No, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't.
Earlier seasons, she kind of does.
No.
No.
I think the only real resemblance that they have is like the black frame glasses kind of thing.
And the long brown hair.
Yeah.
That's about it.
We were at trivia last night, and she kind of reminded me of a fucking old moment from the show. She was like, I still listen to that to this day, and it kills me. It's like when we were talking about going to the chili eating contest, and like I wanted to go to the chili eating contest so we could get fatter and sadder and die from eating too spicy a chili. But
I don't remember that.
I don't think you look like the comic book guy.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's like someone telling me that I look like the fat Ryan Reynolds from Just Friends. And I embraced it. I was like, okay, whatever. You know?
I you know what? Any form of Ryan Reynolds I would accept.
Right? Even fat Ryan Reynolds.
It doesn't matter. It's better than a cartoon character from The Simpsons.
But comic book guy's the best one, man.
Right. Worst comparison ever.
Actually, at trivia last night, they had an entire our round 7 visual round was entirely on The Simpsons.
That's
awesome. It was the Simpsons parodying. So it was the Simpsons parodying moments from other movies or TV shows, and you had to guess what they were.
That's awesome.
So it was like Requiem for a Dream, Batman, just all those different Gone with the Wind, all those different movies that they've parodied over the years.
That's a cool visual round.
It is. It was pretty dope. Hey.
What?
Nothing. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Must have been good.
No,
No, you forgot it.
Greg Schoen is in the chat from the creator of Ray Gun.
Nice.
Says, what's up?
Sorry, man. I couldn't get rid of that thing that you didn't like. I looked and I couldn't figure it out. You could just block me. It's cool, man.
You know what? I would take ugly Colin Farrell from Horrible Bosses any day.
I still want a Ray Gun shirt though.
We need to set up an interview with him soon. We definitely do.
Yeah, because we really need to get that Ray Gun. It really needs to be. Everyone needs to be reading that, and everyone needs to know about it. And I think the more we talk about it, I think the better off it would be.
He said he's never gonna block you.
I appreciate that.
But no, I don't think you look like a comic book guy. I mean, people.
Maybe his brother.
His brother.
He should be the comic book guy's brother.
Was Sherman from the Movie Critic?
Wait, what?
The what's his name? Shit. From Movie Critic. The fat guy, the short fat guy.
Are
What's
you
his
talking
name?
about Jay from the show The Critic?
Yes. I don't know why I thought Sherman for some reason.
I can't think
It
of the name.
stinks.
Yeah, I can't think of the name of the actor who.
Yeah, the
plays him.
actor. John something. John Lovitz?
Yeah, it is John Lovitz.
Yeah, John Lovitz.
I just sent you guys a picture of a this guy has a Hummer, right? And what he did is he took this Hummer and he made it look like a diesel, and then he painted dragons all over it.
Oh God.
That's a dope ass
In front of Home
ride.
Depot.
So my buddy from Tennessee actually sent these to me. He actually was in the Home Depot. He actually took these pictures. He's like, I was talking to him on the phone. He was like, holy fuck, look at these pictures. He's like, it's a Hummer that looks like a diesel that's got fucking dragons painted on it. So I'll have to upload them so everybody can see them.
Well, I mean, everyone can see him on here.
On
No,
where?
we'll see his porn.
Yeah. Come check out my porn.
Well, that's not something I really want to see.
Whoops.
I don't want to see Matt bumping uglies.
Yeah, don't watch me bump uglies, please.
That's a private matter.
Oh,
That is a
speaking of
private
puppy uglies,
There you go.
Matt, tell us about that girl.
Did you put it up?
Yeah, I
Tell us
just
about
put
that
it
girl.
up with the dragons, and
Dude, that's awesome.
there's the truck Kyle was talking about. I have to
How
get
much-
better at this whole like screen sharing shit.
How much money do you think he put into making his Hummer look like a diesel?
Well, he got
Too
he
much.
got the Hummer paid, but the rims are so shitty.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean that custom paint job, man. I mean the paint job
pay
alone.
back.
Yeah.
Dude, who doesn't want fucking dragons on their fucking Hummer diesel?
This guy
I
right
don't-
here.
I don't want him.
Yeah, I don't need dragons on this.
He must be a pussy maggot.
Yeah. Wait, what did you say?
Pussy magnet.
Mm-mm. Okay, then we'll let that one slide. Must be a magnet. Like you were choking on your own tongue there for a minute. There's really nothing to tell about that girl, Jose. Like you just get ghosted, man. It's a way of life now.
Oh, that just happened to you, didn't it?
Yeah. I'm like, whatever. I rebound
Ooh.
like a boss.
Like a boss.
Ooh.
Well, at least she didn't ghost you after she realized that you were part of the Absolute Geek podcast.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't get that
Yeah,
far.
we're gonna
man.
talk shit about her.
Yeah. Well,
Where's Kellen? Kellen needs to come on and call her a whore.
Oh man,
poor Jose.
The one episode she listens to.
the only episode you listened to.
Hey, I'm part of a podcast. You should check it out. Jose's with some whore right now.
Thank you, Kellen. Fucking that up.
That's fucking
I don't
awesome.
think he cares. Honestly, I don't think he cares.
He wants me to. He wants me to be on the same level as him.
Sad and alone.
Yep,
Just don't quit anything.
mother. Oh, geez. We'll have to quit something, or have to start something to quit it.
Well, I mean, Jose kind of quits. He kind of quits the show every 3 to 6 weeks.
That's what I'm
But
like.
we come back.
There's no cons coming up, and he's done like 3 shows in a row.
Yeah, he
I
can't.
would come back.
He was shooting for FanFest until they decided not to have it this year. He's holding out hope to get fucking press passes to Tucson.
Actually, I never gotten tickets for Tucson.
Have they announced the lineup?
No.
For Tucson? No.
Yeah.
I
They
think
never do.
I think Amazing Las Vegas is this weekend. Is it this weekend or next weekend?
I think it's this weekend. No, I don't know what it is.
I know San Diego. When's San Diego, Jose? It's the end of July or is it the beginning of July?
July 20 something.
Damn,
I think
it's
the
still
20th is the first day.
like they're like talking like it's like next week. It's still so far away.
They haven't announced all the exclusive yet.
We're gonna be mad busy that week. Mad busy that weekend.
Why?
Covering stuff. For that.
Since we're going to be at San Diego Comic Con.
Huh? Yeah, we're gonna be at San Diego. Come on, working those panels. Everybody, if you think that Kyle and I should be the new hosts of Walking Dead, tweet at AMC for us. Tweet it and use hashtag Absolute Geek.
All three of you.
All three.
Absolute Geek, Matt and Kyle for Talking Dead or something along
Yeah.
those lines. So that
It's hashtag Absolute Geek for Talking Dead or something like that, or A Geek Podcast for Talking Dead, whatever. Just something. Tweet at him. Kyle and I want this.
We
want it
need this.
bad. We need this. We need this to save our souls. No. But all right. So what I was going to talk about, The Walking Dead comic book.
Oh shit! Here it goes. Everyone, get quiet.
Here it comes. You ready? Thanks, Jose. What is that old line in Chris Nolan's Batman? You either die a
Where is he?
hero.
Oh.
You die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Right.
What if we are starting to see, and what if our whole time over The Walking Dead, over the whole 180 issues of The Walking Dead, has been Rick Grimes's story of his rise to becoming the next villain? What if Rick Grimes is actually the real great villain of the Walking Dead story?
And Negan was like just defending himself.
So every villain you've seen, right? He's had you've kind of seen, like they've kind of glanced over his backstory of where he started out and what led him to where he's become. What if we're just on this adventure with Rick Grimes and we've just been seeing it play out over the course of years in 180 issues, rather than just meeting him and it automatically being established as a bad guy? Because the last issue of Walking Dead, and it kind of dawned on me, and I went back and reread it.
Did the sun come up?
The last issue of The Walking Dead, when the Commonwealth came to Alexandria, Rick is he's acting very aggressively towards the governor of Alexandria.
He's being real smug and real like he was doing all these
he's acting
like these aggressive like jabs.
Well, let's make this comparison. He is acting a lot like the governor of Woodbury was acting towards him when they showed up at Woodbury, making the comment of how they can defend themselves, making sure that she knows how many wars they've been a part of, making sure that they know that they've had to stop people in the past. Like he's showing his forces, like trying to, kind of peacock a little bit, even though Dwight just showed up out of nowhere. But Rick was kind of peacocking a little bit when he was like, "Oh, well, our armies will escort you." What if this entirety of The Walking Dead has just been us seeing Rick living long enough to see himself become the villain? What if The Walking Dead is about to switch on its head and we're about to see the rise of the villainous Rick Grimes?
That would be dope. That would be awesome.
Like think about it.
Like Rick Grimes just snaps and he just goes off and he just becomes the villain. He decides to like saying that, it wouldn't even be crazy to see him actually try to just go over and try to take the Commonwealth.
Exactly. And he's one of the things that turned me on to this idea was his disdain for the way the Commonwealth does things, how their hierarchy, how like what you did before the apocalypse is what you do now, and like that class level is above other people, and how mad he got about it, like that he's on the same level as everyone else, and that's how he thinks it should be.
I mean,
Sounds like Kelvin. He wants everybody to be at his level.
I mean, if it was a zombie apocalypse and all this was going on, and you had been fighting for survival for so long, and you go to someone and says, "Oh, you're a lawyer. We want you to be a lawyer." Do you think you could actually transition and even be that again?
The lawyer,
or even in a position like that? Do you think, or would you just be like, your mindset has changed so much? Wouldn't you just be like, well, I don't think I could even do that? Like I kind of see Rick's point in that, though. You know, just because you had a certain position doesn't mean you should. You know what I mean? You have fought for survival for so long, and now you come to a place where you're like, oh, you were this, so now you have to be this again.
Well, it's been like every group that Rick has come across, he's tried to change and force his ideology on them. Alpha, Negan, and the Saviors, and that could be why there's that connection between him and Negan. That could be why Negan is still alive, is because we're living to see the uprising of the villainous Rick Grimes in the comics. It's just instead of them introducing a bad guy, he's been the main bad guy of the series this entire time, and we're just seeing it unfold.
That's a real interesting way to look at it. It really is. Like, that would be kind of cool if all of a sudden he goes a few more issues and then he really beefs up that transition, and then he makes it Robert Kirkman kind of makes it like plain and clear that that's what his intention was. That'd actually be an interesting aspect to see it from.
I think it would be something that I think it's something that hasn't been done yet before. And then I think it's a fresh take. It would be a fresh take on The Walking Dead. I mean, after 180 issues, it would be a different approach.
It would be a good way to close the story of Rick Grimes for The Walking Dead as we approach this issue 200, where we think that he's going to be killed. That would kind of be you know what I mean? Like, it flips and you see him as the villain, and that's how you're seeing the exit of Rick Grimes. I think that'd actually be a cool twist to make him leave The Walking Dead comic.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking about that the other day when I was rereading the last issue, and I was like, he's got shades of kind of everybody he's run into, like in that issue. He's got, when he's talking to her, he's got shades of Negan, he's got shades of the Governor, he's got shades of Alpha, like all of these big baddies that he's run into, he's kind of taken over their personalities a little bit. Like
he's taken a piece of them.
Yeah. And I was just like, man, what if we're seeing Rick Grimes living long enough to become the villain? Like, what if we're watching that play out right now?
I think it would be genius on Robert Kirkman's part,
I don't put it past Kirkman for this to be something that he's trying to pull off.
But I still totally believe that would be the greatest exit of Rick Grimes. As we watched him become the villain.
What if he becomes the villain and Carl knows it, and Carl is the one that has to take him out?
Carl takes out his own dad. Dad, get in the house.
Dad, get in the house. Get in the house, Dad.
Yeah. And then Rick has that crying face that he makes on The Walking Dead.
He draws the crying. Charlie Adler draws the crying face. The Rick Grimes crying face. Oh, I just thought that was an interesting twist on the book.
I think it'd almost be kind of a good way to even close the entire book. Because, I mean, what would you actually do after that?
Well, it's like
I guess you could do the story of Coral, but
I mean, it would make a fresh take on the story because you already have the guy who rises up, shit goes south and the guy rises up to become the ultimate badass hero leader that everybody needs. But what if you watch that leader transition into a villain and instead of doing what, trusting the world and working together like he wants, he just sees another group to overthrow. He sees more opportunity and resources to obtain. Rick has always been, I don't want the power, but you never really see him relinquish that power. Every time somebody else tries to step up to the plate, he finds a reason to weasel his way back into it.
that'd be crazy. I mean, that would be so crazy to have that play out like that, though.
I mean, just a thought. I don't know. Guess we'll see, but
That'd be kind of cool. I mean,
But what do you think of the news that John Bernthal is coming back for season 9 of The Walking Dead?
I want to know how. Like, is it going to be like a flashback? Like,
It has to be a flashback.
hey, because
You got shot in the face.
right?
A fever dream. He got killed twice in that show. Once by Rick and then by Carl.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fever dream.
By
But-
by Rick, you think that it's going to be like part of Rick's exit? You think it's going to be so? You think part of Rick's exit is going to be like a flashback, and you're going to see like from the beginning to where we're at of The Walking Dead, and you're going to see all these pivotal points for Rick as his exit.
Well, I think they kind of already set that. I think they already kind of established that last season when they had that last shot of like Rick when they went back to the farm and you had that like shot of Rick and young Carl like walking away. I think they kind of already established that. But it came out let's see it came out today that the Walking Dead new showrunner confirmed that season 9 will have a time jump. As previously speculated, AMC's The Walking Dead will jump forward in time in its upcoming 9th season. In her first press event since succeeding Scott Gimple as showrunner, Angela Kang confirmed the series will indeed move ahead in the story of the survivors, similar to the 2-year jump in the comics, which is interesting because that they say that because I don't think Robert Kirkman ever expressed how long the time jump was. And it definitely looks like it's more than 2 years. We're playing with time this season, so we get to jump forward in the story, she said. We're working on a season that has a really fresh look and feel. The series is expected to return on AMC for its 9th season in October, with an official air date and trailer next month at Comic-Con International in San Diego. So I guess we'll be able to know more once we get the trailer and we can kind of decipher it and break it down a little bit. But I don't know like how John I don't know how they're gonna bring Shane back.
It'd be funny if you just walked in and said, "What up, guys?"
Right? He just walked in and I ain't never been dead. And he comes in tapping and
I'm the
fucking doing like a
Punisher.
little dance.
We're just
I'm the
pretending it
Punisher
never
now.
happened. Right?
I'm the pusher. Is that what you said? I'm the pusher.
Yep.
I'm
He
the
comes in
pusher
with
now.
the trench coat and everything.
Start shooting everybody.
Yeah. But like, how like isn't that kind of cheesy to bring him back though?
I think it is.
Unless
Because
they're
the
gonna kill
ratings are going down.
unless they're gonna kill Rick and it's gonna be like a shot where it shows like Carl, Lori, and Shane all right there, like ushering him into the afterlife. Or it's like he starts like freaking out and having like thoughts of like all the shit that's gone wrong. Like the fact that Carl's dead really starts to get to him.
It's Rick dying and everybody's waiting for him at this weird light.
Or maybe they'll jump forward and they'll have the Commonwealth and Shane will show up to hire Michonne to slap Rick Grimes with a paternity lawsuit for Judith. Walking Dead People's Court.
Judge Judy shows up.
Yeah. She already looks like a zombie, so I mean, why not, right?
That's funny. That'd be funny, Judge Juice. Ah!
Yeah,
I see right through you, Rick Grimes.
Your lies.
I'm not here because I'm beautiful. I'm here because I'm smart.
Yeah, but yeah, hopefully, at San Diego we'll get a little bit more information on.
As we're doing the panel.
Yeah, as we're doing the panel on what what's going to go on with that. Maybe we can ask some hard hitting questions. Maybe you can ask Andy Lincoln to do the crying face for you right there.
I would ask him two things. Can you make the crying face? And what did you have for breakfast?
That's just how you start every panel. What did you have for breakfast today? What are you drinking? I don't think they're going to let you have a whiskey and Coke on stages though, Kyle.
That's okay.
They won't know.
I'll be able to make do.
They won't know.
I can muscle through it.
It's just my sippy cup, man. It's my sippy cup. Just have like one of those little water bottles. You're like, oh no, it's water. And it's really just Jack and Coke.
It'll be all right.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that carries out. I don't know. This is like the first time where, as far as like Walking Dead goes, that like I'm really just like I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. Could it be, your first instinct is like, okay, it's got to be a flashback or it's got to be like a fever dream type thing. But who knows? Who knows? But anyways, like I was getting into a little bit of news here. Like I was talking before, Roseanne. So they announced today, like literally 10 minutes before we were setting up to record, ABC has officially picked up the Roseanne spinoff, which is currently using the working title The Connors. The spinoff will feature every member of the Roseanne revival except Roseanne herself.
God, really?
Yep. The show is expected to take over the 8 p.m. Tuesday time slot that Roseanne season 11 was scheduled to occupy this fall. ABC has emphasized that Barr will have no creative or financial involvement in the spinoff, which has been given a straight to series order for 10 episodes.
Wow.
How do you think it's going to do?
I think it'll be all right. You think it's going to be shitty?
Yeah, because it's not Roseanne.
And I don't.
She kind of makes the show what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's the whole show.
I have a feeling it's going to have more of a Modern Family type of vibe or feel to it.
Yeah, without Roseanne.
And it's going to be more focused on Darlene and her kids. I think you're going to have Darlene take up that. I think you're going to have Darlene take up that Roseanne-esque role. I think that's what they're going to try to do.
I don't think she can do it.
Which they're going to have to explain why she's not there. But
she got hit by a bus.
She took too many pills in that one episode.
Look, if we can have a president that can talk about grabbing girls by the pussy and being caught on tape doing all this horrendous, stupid, racist, bigotry bullshit, you don't think that there's a time that this shit all blows over? And
speaking about that, Melania Trump was wearing a sweater that said that she's wearing a sweater that says "I really don't care, do you?"
As she went to Texas to look at the children who had been separated from their families.
Wow.
Zero fucks given there.
Yeah, but we're not going to get into the fucking political side of all this shit, but I'm just saying, like, if we have a president in our country that's running our country that can do that shit, you don't think that there's a time that ABC says, okay, we're going to do one season without Roseanne, let everything blow the fuck over, wait for the new outrage to come, and then we'll bring her back?
2 words, Space Force.
They're going to wait for something else, just like, I don't know, this whole, yeah, I don't know. It's just, they're going to wait for something else to blow up. It seems like every year it's something else, like something bigger and different that people get outraged about. So do you think that maybe they wait for it to blow over and then say, okay, we're going to bring her back, and they announce her return to the show?
Yes.
It took her 15 years to get back on the show. Took her another year to go back on it.
Well, everybody knew she was crazy. Like she's
always
crazy.
been
Like,
crazy.
no excuse for what she did, but she is fucking crazy. So
She's
I
loose
mean,
cannon.
playing devil's advocate here, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. Do you think that at some point ABC's like, fuck it, bring her back?
Yes. Because she's money.
Kyle says yes.
I say yes. Bring
I
her
think
back.
With the popularity in even that show came back and it was the #1 comedy on TV.
Hashtag bring Roseanne back.
I think, and that's and I'm. This is just purely me. I think that's exactly what this is. The Connors is going to be their attempt. If the show fails without her, don't be surprised if 2019 or 2020 you see Roseanne back on the show. Tell them. I mean, 2020 would be 2 years after all this shit happened. Something else is bound to blow, or people are going to forget about it. Like, I don't know.
Play Roseanne.
That's stupid.
It's, shit fades, and who knows what the flavor of outrage is going to be next month. But I agree with Kyle. I think she comes back to the show
better than ever.
But another news, again, mere hours after we stopped recording our live show last week, Netflix made a surprise announcement that they have decided to pick up Lucifer for a 4th season.
Woo!
Details have begun to emerge about the renewal. The new season will consist of 10 episodes, not counting the 2 bonus episodes that were originally produced for a Fox Helms 4th season, running at the same approximate length of 43 minutes as the original episodes. This runs approximately half the length of the previous seasons of the Vertigo adapted comic, which normally consists of 22 episodes. The downfall is they're splitting it into 2 parts. So you're gonna get the first few episodes, and then you're gonna have to wait for the second half of the season.
I'm good with that. To keep Lucifer, to keep watching it, I'm good with it. I'm willing to make that trade.
Here's a little piece that'll make every stay-at-home mom and housewife heart break a little bit. After 4,000 episodes, the Jerry Springer Show says goodbye for now. There are no plans to have any more new episodes or renew the Jerry Springer Show. It'll still be on through syndication, but there are absolutely no plans to have any more new seasons of the Jerry Springer Show.
That show jumped like 6 sharks a while ago, so...
Ding, ding, ding. Well, now they got Steve Wilkos, or I don't even know if he still has a fucking show, The Old Bodyguard.
I don't think he does anymore. I think that's all reruns, too. You know what? Jerry Springer was great for a long time.
Yep.
It really was.
Ran its course.
It's ran its course. We've moved on to other things.
Like Maury when he was doing the paternity test. That's all he was doing.
You are not the father.
That's all. That's the only show he was doing.
And the lie detector determined that was a lie.
Yep.
Jose, were you a fan of?
Great.
Were you a fan of Daria, Jose?
Yeah.
There's a Daria reboot in development by MTV Studios. MTV Studios is developing a new wave of original programming, including a reboot of the popular animated series Daria. The newly launched production wing for MTV Studios has been developing scripting and unscripted original programming to air on streaming services such as Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon. Among this wave of new shows is Daria and Judy, an update of the Beavis and Butthead spin-off. No word on when it's set to air. And they're also doing a live-action Eon Flux.
Man, I care less about that show.
About Daria?
No.
No,
Eon Flux.
Oh, okay. And another big news that I want to talk about a little bit here. Disney delivers a knockout punch to Comcast by upping its original bid for Fox to a staggering $71 billion. That would be made up of stocks and as well as cash in response to Comcast's $65 billion all-cash bid.
Yeah, Disney was like, fuck it, we'll give you 71.
Disney came out with a we don't want to play well with others. And where I thought for sure they would be like, all right, screw it, we can split the assets either there were talks that took place and Comcast was like, no, fuck you. And then Disney was like, all right, well, fuck me, no, fuck you. And decided to update the.
Mickey's got pissed.
Disney's gonna own everything soon, and it'll be the one world Disney government.
Right.
I mean, they're gonna own everything.
Oh, Emperor Mickey.
Oh, bow down to me. Oh. Everyone will have like that'll be our currency. Will be our barcodes. It'll be a Mickey Mouse that we scan.
Right.
You scan it, goes. Woohoo! You have no money.
Mickey it'll have all the Disney the Disney characters on our fucking currency.
Yep.
Pluto will be on the $5 bill and Goofy's on like the $100 bill and Donald's on the fucking $1 bill. Actually, it'd probably be Mickey on the $100 bill.
Yeah. It'll be Donald Duck on the one.
But kind of keeping with a Disney theme here, Jose, I kind of want to get your opinion on this. Disney Lucasfilm put future Star Wars spin-off films plans on hold following the disappointing box office returns of Solo, a Star Wars story. Lucasfilm and Disney are putting future Star Wars anthology films on hold indefinitely. Lucas will instead focus on Star Wars Episode 9 and its future trilogy. What do you mean don't blame Solo? That movie fucking tanked.
Yeah, but you should blame Last Jedi.
It lost like what, $50 million or something like that?
Yeah, because The Last Jedi was shitty.
Well, but what do you mean don't blame Solo? Like,
it's not Solo's fault. It's Last Jedi's fault.
No,
I think it's marketing's fault.
Well, that too.
I don't think they marketed the movie.
I think it's whoever's in charge of running that whole show right now.
Mickey.
But
I fucked up.
I don't know. I think it's a culmination of the two. Like,
shit's
because
down.
I think that movie had so much negative press about it going into it, with the director leaving and then Ron Howard taking over. And
Ron Howard did a great job.
I don't know. I just
obviously not.
Yeah.
For what he had to work with? Yeah, he did.
I heard it was good though. I heard
it was.
I don't think enough people saw it.
It
was good.
And I think that after, I mean, I don't know. I guess I can see where you say that, because after The Last Jedi, nobody had high hopes, and it kind of was a smear campaign. And I mean, Rogue One was good. Rogue One was a great Star Wars movie I didn't need to see, but it was still enjoyable.
You know how it ended, but who cares? Because it was good.
It was good.
It was
good.
Sounds like Jose's been drinking.
Yeah,
that was good.
It was good. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's a good. Them not retaining J.J. Abrams or a solid director.
That's where they fucked up.
For The Last Jedi is where they fucked up. Letting that director come in and be like, all right, well, we're gonna give you free reign of do whatever you want to do, and he had no fucking idea. He didn't even see, from what I've heard and read, he didn't even see Force Awakens. So like, he had no fucking clue what was going on. It's like, are we being serious right now?
What a fucking idiot.
I don't know, man. Hopefully, the next season or the next movie redeems itself. Redeem yourself.
Disney.
Yourself. Speaking of a redemption, Paramount is rebooting the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film versus
again.
Yep. Hopefully, the new head of Paramount is saying that he wants to take the film in a different direction. Hopefully, this means that it will be less giant mutated monsters and more gritty ninjas in the streets of New York. Like, if they're gonna reboot this,
no weird turtle balls.
No, if they're gonna reboot this franchise, like, I want it like straight, like comic book gritty Ninja Turtles, like where they fucking kill people. Dude, that'd be dope. A noir movie, black and white, where they kill people, like straight comic book adaptation.
A rated R Ninja Turtles movie.
They won't go rated R. Because no, I don't think they will. I don't think they're gonna go rated R.
And no origin story.
They're gonna try to appeal to the kids, But if they try to make a movie off that god awful new Ninja Turtles cartoon, no. Like, have you seen the new Ninja Turtles cartoon? It's terrible. The animation in it is terrible. It looks just fucking god awful. Like, let me see if I can find a picture of what some of the Ninja Turtles look like now in this new cartoon. But
Terrible.
But yeah, if I could get a straight up like comic book gritty Ninja Turtles movie.
While you're looking for that, which cover did you get to 801, Matt?
I got the red cover.
Let me see which one. That's what I think I got too.
I liked it the best, where it's got like the people standing outside of it.
Yeah, that's the one I got too.
So yeah, here we go. Here are the new. Here's what the new Ninja Turtles look like.
We should do a whole episode like that. And
So there you go. That's what they look like.
Oh God!
No way.
Yep, that is what the new Ninja Turtles look like, and the new Ninja Turtles cartoon that's on Nickelodeon right now.
Wow, that's really shitty.
I'm gonna have to do a pass.
Is that a Black April?
It is a Black April. But
Pandering.
What's up with the flaming sword?
Right? Or like
I guess all the flaming fucking
Electricity
all the
and-
flaming weapons.
yeah.
They're
And
flamers.
Raphael doesn't have size, he has tonfus.
Oh God!
Pass.
Hard pass.
But yeah, that's what the new Ninja Turtle cartoon. If it's anything like that, yeah, I don't want any part of it. But if it's like straight, like dark, gritty Ninja Turtles, comic book Ninja Turtles, I'm so down, 100% down. Take my fucking money now down.
It'd be a lot better than what they've been putting out.
So Matt, I guess you're not going to South Korea soon.
And I'm not going to South Korea soon.
Yeah, I know why.
Why?
Because they just illegalized dog meat.
They legalized dog meat.
They made it illegal to kill dogs for dog meat.
So why would I go? So okay, what does it have anything to do with me? I don't eat dog meat. Are you trying to imply that
Well, where's Max? I haven't heard of him in a while.
he's sleeping on my bed right behind me?
Sure he is.
Okay.
He's a throw pillow.
Yeah. He's a bearskin. He's a dogskin rug.
Jose just insinuated you ate your dog.
Yeah. What a dick.
Took you a while.
Yeah. What a dick. No, I caught on right away. I think that's what you're trying to insinuate.
Oh man.
You ate your dog.
Son of a bitch. Image Comics Invincible lands at Amazon in an animated series. So there you go. You're gonna get an 8-episode adult animated series for Invincible. I'm hoping that it's drawn by Ryan Otley.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
At least character design.
And the last little bit of news I have this week is that the CW reveals the Arrowverse fall premiere date. The CW has revealed that the fall premiere dates for when its Arrowverse, a slate of DC Comics superhero TV shows, will return to the network. The Flash will kick things off on Tuesday, October 9th, with the season 5 premiere at 8 p.m., followed by season 2 of Black Lightning at 9. Supergirl will follow the next week on Sunday, October 14th at 8 p.m., with Arrow the next day on Monday, October 15th at 8 p.m., and finally DC's Legends of Tomorrow will return on Monday, October 22nd at 9 p.m.
Whew. I'm glad. I was getting a little nervous.
So all of those, I'm surprised they're going back to Sundays, but I don't know. I'm really surprised by the move of Arrow from Thursday to Monday. But I'm excited. I like Arrow. We'll see. Gives me something else to watch on Monday nights.
Yeah, there's not much to watch on Monday nights. I'm trying to think what I watch now. I know I DVR everything, so I don't really watch everything new.
I watch wrestling. That's what I watch on Monday nights.
I think I watch. I think 600-Pound Life.
And apparently eat my dog.
That's a good Monday night.
Yeah.
Barbecue.
Yeah. But that's all I got for this week. That's all the news. Do you guys have anything else?
No, I already told my piece.
Me too.
My fucking dog.
We know who's barbecuing this weekend.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on your barbecue, Matt.
No, really? Come on, I just got some
Fresh meat.
Yeah.
From the dogs around the neighborhood.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I went around collecting stray dogs.
There's a sign up at the mailbox. If you
Oh,
find a
geez.
stray, bring them to me.
Yeah.
I'll give him a good home in my stomach.
Oh my god.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh my god.
As you pinch your tongues.
Yuck.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh man.
But yeah, I don't know. But I guess that'll do it for this week's episode of the Absolute Geek Podcast. I am Matt.
And I'm Kyle.
I'm Jose.
And we will see you next time.